આગળ વધીએ હવે આપની કંપનીમાં બ્રિગેડ ગ્રુપના એક્ઝિક્યુટિવ ડિરેક્ટર પ્રદ્યુમન કૃષ્ણકુમાર આપણી સાથે જોડાઈ ગયા છે. Sir, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. And sir, first we'll start with the numbers have been good. If we see a net profit, EBITDA, and especially on revenue front, but why is this pressure on margins? Overall, company has posted strong growth. Your opening comments?
Afternoon, and thank you for having me on your show. I'll speak in English if you don't mind.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So thank you. Yes, we've had a very strong quarter, both in terms of operational performance as well as the financial numbers that have been highlighted by you. As far as the pressure on margins, it's because of Ind AS accounting, and more so in particular to one project that is being recognized at this point in time. It's a mixed-use development. There is residential, office, and retail in that development, and only the residential is right now being recognized. The office and retail will get recognized a little later. So this maybe for the next quarter or two might be the case, but it's only a project-specific one. And from a margins point of view, from an overall perspective, there are no pressures.
Okay, sir. So as you said, mentioned, so after 2 to 3 quarters, there will not be any concern regarding margins, right?
Absolutely. Maybe in a quarter or two maximum, yes.
Okay, sir. So next we'll start with segment-wise growth. So how is hospitality business is faring? I mean, as we see growth in especially in hospitality industry, how is it been for Brigade Enterprises, especially for your company?
So the hospitality segment has continued to do well for us. In fact, from a year-on-year perspective, we have grown about 20%, and on a quarter-on-quarter by about 8%. We have a very strong portfolio. Right now, we have 8 operational hotels, almost 1,500 rooms as part of it, and all tied up with the top brands in the world. So we have with Marriott, with Accor, and with Intercontinental. So thanks to this, very strong network, we are continuing to do very well, and the forecast continues to be positive for the overall hospitality business, and more so particularly for Brigade.
Okay, sir. And Pradyuman, sir, I was going through your release, and it's mentioned office segment recorded the best, especially leasing quarter post-COVID. And how hopeful are you for the finishing of financial year stronger for this segment especially?
Yeah. So, ma'am, when we spoke last, we did speak about us having a portfolio where, the portfolio which was unleased was on the SEZ side. I'm happy to inform you that over the last quarter, we have done 500,000 square feet of leasing, and all of that in the SEZ space itself. So we didn't have to go down the denotification route, nothing of that sort. And we've had a very strong quarter, and thankfully, therefore, we are at about 95% leased out of our overall portfolio in the lease segment. Thus, we don't have much more to lease currently, but we are hopeful that whatever is left is done in the next 3 months or so.
Okay, sir. And sir, on rental space, how is the demand picking up for rental space? And last time you have mentioned that demand is good, it's becoming stronger. How do you see financial year 25 for this segment?
Again, ma'am, we think it's something that we are happy that it's bouncing back. The good part of it is all our future space that is coming up for leasing are non-SEZ spaces. And the demand for that continues to be strong. We have, in our portfolio, there is no non-SEZ space which is vacant, so we are 100% leased over there, and we are hopeful of the same performance in the coming year. Currently, we hope to do about 950 crores, which we have communicated earlier for this financial year in the leasing segment. And hopefully, by the end of the next financial year, on an exit rental basis, we should have another 100 to 150 crores added on.
Okay. And on geography front, sir, how much is Chennai right now as a part of your overall portfolio, and how will the mix change in coming 3 to 4 years?
Yeah. So if we look at our launches for the next 4 quarters, for the next 1 year, we have planned about, on the residential side, about 10.8 million square feet. Which we expect to realize about 10,000 crores. Of that, about 45 to 50% will be Bangalore, and about 30% Chennai, and 20% will be Hyderabad. We are hoping to continue this kind of a trend, 50 to 60% from Bangalore and the balance between Chennai and Hyderabad over the next 3 to 4 years.
Okay, sir. And so, sir, that will be, a luxury housing for in your focus area, or will it be a mix of projects and price range?
Ma'am, it'll be a mix of projects. Of course, our definition of luxury is slightly different from what you would typically hear. Our definition would be in the range of 1 to 1.5 crores. Per apartment. That would be the luxury segment, and 2 crores and above would be the premium segment. We are present in premium luxury as well as what we call the value segment, which is 60 to 75 lakhs range also. So we continue to see demand, very strong demand in all three segments, and therefore our plans continue to be similar in the new launches too.
Okay. And sir, company has been signing a lot of office space agreements. So what is the outlook on leasing revenue and growth there? And especially how much will you add for CY25?
So for the coming financial year, like I mentioned, we are hoping to add another 100 to 150 crores in terms of actual revenue on an annualized basis. However, we are launching or when we use the term launching in office, it's about start of construction. So we are hoping to do in the next 4 quarters about 5 million square feet to commence construction. That on an annualized basis should have about 500 crores of top line, which we will see in the next 3 to 4 years.
Okay, and in coming quarters, especially in Q4, sir, will we see any price hike, any price push from company?
We continue to be very focused on the pricing. The southern markets are typically, well priced, very value driven in terms of pricing. But we need to focus a lot on it, because otherwise, like you mentioned even at the start of the interview, margins will be under pressure. So it's something that we keep doing on a very dynamic basis, and we keep increasing prices wherever we think is possible. We expect to do so even in Q4.
Okay, so next will be, sir, on SEZ demand. Is sales demand still a weak for the industry? You said it was a good pipeline from SEZ.
Yeah. So for us, it has been good. The last quarter, like I mentioned, we have done 500,000 square feet. All of that pretty much in the SEZ space. A lot of our existing tenants are expanding spaces, like how we've been communicating. But putting pen to paper is what we've been waiting for, and that's happened in the last quarter. So that has been very healthy for us. But overall, I think there is pressure, and therefore the requirement for denotification that has come through by the government. But I guess over the next few quarters, we will have better clarity on it.
Okay, sir. Next will be, Pradyuman sir, state approvals. Is still an issue in Karnataka, as we have seen the change in state government has led to delays in approval process across the board for new projects launches.
Ma'am, I think we are past that stage. We are getting our approvals. Things are back to the normal course of business. There is nothing to be concerned on that front.
Okay, and lastly, will be on budget. The budget announcement was there on interim budget. There was a focus on travel, tourism, infra, and so much. Regarding the announcements were there. How do you see these announcements?
Very positive, ma'am, especially in tourism, because we've come out of tough times due to COVID in the hospitality business. So we are very glad with the announcements made by the Honorable Finance Minister. So we are looking forward to it, and we are also charting out our growth plans accordingly.
Okay, Pradyuman sir, thank you for connecting, and best wishes for coming quarter. Thank you again, sir.
Thank you. Pleasure be. Thank you.
તો આ રીતે આપણે ચર્ચા કરી બ્રિગેડ ગ્રુપના મેનેજમેન્ટ સાથે. પરિણામ અંતર્ગત જે છે આપણને અત્યારે બ્રિગેડ એન્ટરપ્રાઇઝીસ પર નજર કરીએ તો 1% મજબૂતી સાથે આ સ્ટોક આપણને આજે સવારથી એક ખરીદદારી પોઝિટિવ એક્શન, પોઝિટિવ નંબર્સ બાદ જોઈ રહ્યા છે. બ્રેકિંગ અત્યારે જે આવતા દેખાઈ રહ્યા છે, નેસ્લે ઇન્ડિયા જે છે નંબર